Hi, I'm James Schillinglaw for Insider Travel Report, and I'm here today with Matan Lerner, who is the brand new general manager of a fabulous hotel, a famous hotel, the King David in Jerusalem. And we're gonna talk with him. He's going to tell us all about it. He is no stranger to the King David. He has been with Don for a number of years, and we're going to talk to him about that. And it's a fascinating look at a classic hotel. And you'll find out about all that and more on Insider Travel Report. Well, Matan, first of all, it's great to meet you, and I wish we were doing this at the King David. We're here in New York. We're at Le Bernardin, which is no slouch, right?
Yeah, we cannot complain, and I'm sure that we're going to do it soon in Jerusalem.
Absolutely, we'll go back. I want to next time we'll do it with you, and you'll take me on a tour of the hotel as it is today. Let's talk a little bit about. Now, you've been with Don Hotels for quite some time, managing a number of properties in Israel. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Right. Well, first of all, I started in the restaurant business. I used to work for the biggest group of restaurants in Tel Aviv. And then 6 years ago, after the renovation of the Dan Caesarea, they made it a resort. The Dan chain approached me and asked me to come and be the general manager of the Dan Caesarea.
Which is actually a beautiful hotel. I've been there.
It is a beautiful property. It is a great resort. And then after a year and a half of being pretty successful, I guess, they offered me another resort, and I got the Dan Acadia, which is in Herzliya, which is even nicer than the Dan Caesarea. It's also a resort. It's just on the Mediterranean Sea. Beautiful, beautiful property, 13 acres, only 200 rooms. It's spread out like most of their hotels, our hotels, the Dan chain. And I've been doing it for the last 4.5 years. And just recently, after the previous general manager announced that he's quitting.
And he was been there for a while, right?
He's been there for the last 5 years. He really changed the place. Well, I mean, it made it tighter. Everything there is by the best standards, the protocol there, everything. It's a beautiful place. And he did a remarkable job after.
And it is the marquee hotel of the Dan chain, right?
It is, well, not only of the Dan chain, but for sure of Israel. By far. I mean, I know it's not that I'm not being, but trust me, everybody knows there's nothing like the King David.
Well, you know, you're not. At least you're moving up all the time. You're getting.
I try. I do my best. You know, I do my best.
Talk a little bit about. Is it something you might have always wanted to do? Is manage the King David?
Well, it's a dream, because when I started working for the Dan chain, I never thought in my life that I would get there. You know, because I started as a new general manager with no experience. And when I walked in there as an employee of the Dan chain, I said, wow, that must be great to manage this thing. It's such a responsibility. It's such a challenge. And, 5 years later, 6 years later, yeah, here I am. So I guess, dreams do come true.
That's true. Well, you have an incredible property, and you're carrying on the legacy of that property. Now, tell us a little bit about, not all the history, but a little bit about the history, because there's so much history. If nothing else, the Don reflects everything that's gone on in the Middle East since it was built, right?
It's true. We're the oldest hospitality chain, hotels chain in Israel. We're connected with the beginning of our country. Okay, the Dan in Tel Aviv was opened in 1947. All the great leaders of our country used to stay there and hang out there. But the King David goes even further back. It's from the 1930. Okay, it was opened as a big palace. Okay, by an Egyptian family. And
That's actually an interesting legacy, that it was owned by an Egyptian family.
Egyptian family, and it was all because people from trade went through the area, so they came and stayed with their carts and with their horses, and it goes a long way back. And then there's the big thing was in the 40s when we had like the explosion there. A big.
Yeah, there was a. It was actually the British were in there, and the underground, the Jewish underground exploded part of the hotel when they were in, which was a famous thing. And I guess you can still find where it is, where that explosion was.
It's still there. It's a big thing. We have pictures of it. We have, it's part of who we are. And it carries with us. You can feel it when you walk in. There's the restaurant where it happened. Wow. And then since then we the independence of Israel, and then in the 50s, 57, the Federman family bought the property.
Okay.
And since then it's part of the Dan chain, and we in the last decades always hosted all of the leaders of the world that came, if it's presidents, if it's kings, if it's prime ministers of every big and major and important country in the world. Till this very day, all the last U.S. presidents stay there.
No, absolutely. And I've stayed there, as I said, a few times over the years, not recently, but it really is. It's part of Israel's history, and. It really, for me, it's just essential. Now, come to the present day. Obviously, we've had some challenges in Israel in the last couple of years, and some horrible things have happened. But how has the hotel operated? Have you been pretty much a full occupancy the whole time? Because one of the things about the Don chain and the King David is, if you're a diplomat or you're a leader, where are you going to stay? And that's it, right?
Exactly. That's a good point. Obviously, tough times. The times weren't so good lately, which affected business. We have a very good and solid domestic market, okay? Right. But it's not enough. We need tourists. Obviously, we need tourists, especially in Jerusalem. But one of the things that one of the privilege as being the general manager of the King David is that it's always open. The company understands.
It didn't close during COVID either.
Even during COVID, even losing money, they don't care. The owners. It's that important. It always needs to be open and ready for guests, especially if it's diplomatic or other important people, because delegations come all the time, and we need to be ready. We cannot close the place. So it's amazing to know that there's like a security. There is like a sense that
you don't care about your occupancy levels. You're going to be there.
Well, it's not fun.
You do care about
as a manager, as you know, we're in business, so it's not. Obviously, we want to make good business, but if not, it's okay because there's a different treatment. I've been to other hotels with the Dan chain. I get now a different way they approach the King David.
Can you describe the hotel today? I mean, I haven't been there in a number of years, but you've been updating it, right? All the time?
All the time. We just opened another restaurant. We have 2 new restaurants that we opened. We are doing now a model room in order to renovate the floors 1 to 4. Okay, we're going to do them all next year. Now we have a new model room, so we need to see that we like the outcome, and then we'll do the rest of the floors.
How many rooms are there in the hotel today, and suites?
Well, we have 233 rooms and suites. It's 26 suites out of it. We have all, from presidential. We have the Jerusalem suite. We have the royal suite, but the ones for the presidents with the, all the security things. I cannot tell you everything, but they feel pretty safe there, that's for sure.
No, it is wonderful. And then, of course, you have dining and wonderful things, spa, things like that, right?
Dining halls, we have restaurants, we have beautiful pool. I think, one of the things that people that never been there before don't realize that how big is the property. It's like 8 acres, and in the center of Jerusalem, that goes a long way. And we have a beautiful pool, beautiful view. It's like an oasis inside of Jerusalem. It's something out.
The view of the old city from your hotel is just is the best.
Out of this world, I'm telling you. I still every time walk in, I'm like.
Now that you're general manager of the hotel, do you have any plans that you're thinking about yourself putting your imprint on it?
Well, great question. Of course. First of all, I have an easy job this time around because the place, the hotel, the physical product goes a long way. I don't need to do much in that part of my job. What I feel like I do need to do, and it's what I'm very, very strong at and good at, is people. I'm a people's person. I love people. I love hosting people. I love my employees. I love my guests. I think that what we need to do is return and bring back the personal touch, okay? Because one of the best, the strength of the King David is the staff. We have people working there for 40 years. They know they've seen the kids. They've seen them grow up, they've seen them get married, they've seen them do the bris milah, they've seen them bring their children's bar mitzvah. So, and we know them by heart. We have so many returning guests that they don't even need to go through the front desk because they go straight to their room. They have
a room that they prefer and they go.
It's theirs. That's how they feel, and no, I have no problem with that. You know, they're home away from home, and they've been doing it for 40, 50 years. So I'm just there to let them feel,
It's the process. And it sounds like, I can't imagine you wouldn't be very welcoming to all of the past guests and the repeat guests. Right?
I'm sorry that I'm going to say that, but that's my superpower. Okay. I love people. I love them in general. So I want to always communicate, always make new connections.
No, that's great. Now, is there anything else you want to say? We go out to about 125,000 travel advisors here in the United States, and many of them probably had the chance to sell the King David. Some may not know it, the hotel. It is sort of a historic and famous hotel worldwide, so if they don't know it, I would be surprised. And we're going to try to show you some shots of the hotel as it is. We'll get some photos. But is there anything else you would like to say to those travel advisors? Because I know you've been visiting some of them during this trip.
I was just now. I had meetings with over 20. I would just say that we're good times are coming. I want to be. I'm going to look at I'm a positive person. I'm a very optimistic person. We've been through 2 tough years. We're pretty much over it. It's safe to come to Israel. It's fun. It's beautiful. The weather is great. The food is even better. I'm telling you. I think that 2026 is going to be a really strong year for us, and you're all welcome. I would love for you to come.
Well, I'll say for myself, next year in Jerusalem, all right, I got to come back, see it. I haven't been to Israel for a number of years. I was supposed to go this year, and then they decided this wasn't probably the right time for Israel Government Tourist Office to take us on a trip, and we keep pushing it back, but I think you're right that I think at this point it's probably safe to come, and definitely in 2026.
It's coming. I really believe so, and we're doing our best, to be ready when everything comes back to normal.
Absolutely. Now, where can our travel advisors go to get more information about the King David, the website, things like that?
Our website, and I'll send you also more information, more contacts that you can use. But on our website, you got it all. You got everything you need.
And what's the website? The www.
It's Dan Hotels.
Oh, it's Dan Hotels.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. Well, Matan, congratulations, first of all. I mean, this is you've reached the pinnacle at Dan. Where do you go from here? That's the thing.
Ooh, it's a great question. I don't know.
Maybe you don't want to go anywhere.
Maybe I could retire from there. I know the one before Tamir, the general manager, he was there till retirement, 25 years. So who knows?
You got job security. Huh?
Thank you so much.
Again, great to see you. Hopefully, I'll get to. We'll do the next one as a tour of the Dan today, of the King David today, and then we can go off check out your old hotels. Right?
Yeah, I would love that. They're all beautiful. The Dan Chen is doing a great job. It's a great place to be. It's home.
I'm James Schillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.